Good afternoon, everybody. How's everybody doing? Everybody self-quarantined now? So, okay, I got that set. Hang on. All right. I had to put the link out there if anybody wants to join. Nothing going on here. It is, I don't know if you can see it. You can't. It's breezy. Johnny 5, what's going on? It's breezy, cloudy. Been raining on and off all day today. And yeah, not a really good day to be outside. We had that one day close to 80 degrees. I made a gallon of sun tea, and that was it. Ever since then, it's gone downhill. So, everybody staying good, staying inside, staying out of the public. It was really eerie last night in the news. They did a video of the strip and not a soul on it. I mean, there are a few cars on it. The casinos and their marquees are lit up and everything else, but basically, I mean, they're looking at the sidewalks and the pedestrian crosswalks are, because it's elevated to go across, so you don't have to worry about crossing the strip. Shandog, what's going on? And it was just unbelievable, and just sitting there not seeing a soul walking down the strip. I mean, it was just ridiculous. Us YouTubers are experts in self-isolation. Yeah, we are. Give us a camera and a computer, and we're happy. Is that how that works, Johnny? So I sent the link out to my boys. I don't know what they're doing. They're both working from home. Well, Pat's off today, and and T-Dub's working from home. So we'll see what happens if they show up, and see who else we get in on here. So other than that, that's good. Been messing with the car. If everybody looked at yesterday's video, when I'm sitting there in the speaker pods and the doors, and I'm still not totally satisfied, or that's the way to go. Shandog, I'm doing fine. I'm doing the self-quarantine stuff. We went to the grocery store this morning and stocked up for another 2 weeks of what they had on the shelves. I mean, they didn't have very much. And so we just got that, and then got home and washed our hands, and we have a little hand sanitizer we're using and everything else. But yeah, we're trying to keep in, and yeah, no restaurants, no bars, everything's all closed up here, even the casinos on the strip. So they are definitely trying to push and hopefully push the self-quarantine, and that everybody does it. I mean, that's the only way you're going to stop this thing from spreading, is everybody stays inside their home and just let it alone. What's the big thing on the commercials now is that we are all in this together, and we all have to do it together. Angry Dog, what's going on? They closed the strip down on Monday, and so and then everything else followed. They closed the bingo halls over here, and the old ladies are going nuts. Okay, all right, that's good. My wife is a dental assistant, so she has to go in for emergency. Okay, all right, that's understandable. My wife works for Walmart, and she still goes in, but when she goes in, the store is closed, and all they're doing is stocking and what they can stock, and it's mostly in the grocery stores, in the grocery side of it. So, and she gets her mask and her gloves on and everything else. They survived 2 world wars with bingo. Even though David Collins, what's going on? David, the link's in there if you want to jump in. No, you want me to put it in again? think I can do it. Hang on. Yeah, you just have to be careful. Sit there and hand sanitizer. Keep your hands clean. I mean, my hands get so dried out from between the hand sanitizer and washing them all the time, and then you're putting on lotion to sit there and stop them from getting dried out. So, I mean, it's a vicious circle. But you know, it is what it is. I mean, you if you want to catch it, then go out and party. What are the kids in college? They don't care if they the video. There was a couple of news clips I saw that the kids sit there and they say they don't care if they catch it, they're going to do spring break, and they showed them all partying down in Fort Lauderdale and everything. Well, if the bars are closed and everything, or are they down in Fort Lauderdale, or all the or down in Mexico and every place else to where they're supposed to be self quarantine and stuff and everything else. Doing lots of gardening. I'm working on the car. Here's a David. There it is. Hey, David.
Hey, what's up?
Nothing much. Another day of self quarantine.
So how much of Walmart have they shut down?
They're open at 9 in the morning, and I guess at 9 in the morning, and they close at 10, and then the rest of the night is straightening up the store and restocking. That's what my wife is saying. So, what did Angry Dog say?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Well,
Working on cars gives your hands a nice coat of oil and grease for protection. Oh, you drink? I'm back on my. I've always been. I'm on Coors.
Coors. Okay.
Coors.
I was at the store. They were very limited on the brands. I wanted to get some Bass, but they didn't have Bass for some reason.
I still have a bunch of what is it? Dragon's milk in the fridge. But two cans or two bottles of those, that'll get you lit in a heartbeat. Don't want to go there yet. So back on the car. So I've been playing around with the door panels and sitting there trying to figure out which way the pods are going to go. And I'm not really sold on whether I want to put the pods in there or not, or just go flush with the door. So that's back and forth of what I've been doing on that. Yesterday's video gave two positions, an A position and a B position for the pods on the door panel, and I'm just not real happy with the look of those, and I just might put it back on, flush on the door panel like everybody sees it, and be done with it.
Where did you get those pods?
Oh God, I can't remember if it was Amazon or eBay, but they weren't expensive. They were like $10 a piece. So,
yeah, they don't look expensive.
Yeah.
They have a plasticky look to them, it's just injected.
They're like vacuum formed or something like that.
Yeah, injected stuff.
When I was gonna mount it and everything else, I was just gonna give the door panel then to the upholstery shop and let them go after it, and recover the whole door panel, and so I don't know. It's still, I'm not sold on.
My mother was an upholsterer, and I watched her work a little bit, and I don't know how they would get upholstery around that speaker pod and make it look. They'd have to take the pod off and take the speaker out and wrap the fabric or whatever they use around it, and then put the pod back on to make it look professional, clean and professional looking.
Mm-hmm. Well, the pod was going to be bolted on or screwed on or whatever. I was going to nut and bolt it. I had to put I'm fiberglassing the L brackets in, but I'm still, again, I'm not sold on them. It's not a look I think I'm going to enjoy. Probably tomorrow I'm going to hang the door panel in the car and I'm going to sit there and tape the pod on the where I think probably the A position one, and put it on there and sit in the passenger seat and probably just stare at it and see if I like it, looking at it.
Yeah. I don't, yeah, friend to friend, I don't like how it looks. It looks cheap, It doesn't look clean and professional. It looks like plastic.
And if I just put it directly into the to the door panel without the pod and everything, that looks a lot better. But I wanted to kick the speaker up a little bit.
Yeah.
Ian, what's going on? Shandog? No, I won't do it on a live show because doing it in the garage on a live show is to keep everybody on what I'm doing. I'm constantly relocating the camera and everything, and it just becomes such a pain that I spend more time concentrating on the show than I do getting any work done on the car. And it's probably me, because if somebody's going to spend their time watching my show, I want to make sure that they're getting everything, and that's me. And so I want to keep up with the chat, and I want to keep up with everything. So that's my opinion. So Ian's in the house there, and he says, "Hi, David."
Hello.
So that's where I'm at on the car. I just ordered some more parts today. Once I got the door panels, they issued me a credit, so I was able to order more parts. Martin, what's going on? Unvirus? Yeah, I'm on virus. Knock on wood. Don't want to catch any of that stuff, not at my age.
No, sir.
I stay nice and comfortable in my house. We got enough food in here now to last us about 2 weeks. So then I got enough beer and tequila to last me about a month. So I'm set. No need to go out. I even got to the point where I carry when I get the mail, I'll pick the mail up and I'll have gloves on when I get it from the mailbox, and then I'll wipe it all down before I take the gloves off and open it up.
Well, they just push it through a slot in my door. I just don't, the virus doesn't live very long on the surfaces unless it's metal. For some odd reason, I've been reading the CDC stuff. It's likes metal. It lives on metal and lives a long time. But paper and cardboard, the chance of you getting, now if you took it right out of the mailman's hand, you catch it from the mailman.
We got a universal mailbox
it's there
for this end of the cul-de-sac, and everybody walks to it. And
one of those. Yeah, you'd want to wear gloves because people have been touching that.
Hey, Captain.
Hey, don't I know you from somewhere?
Absolutely not.
I think I saw somebody like you last night. Do you have a twin brother?
I will neither confirm nor deny any of these allegations.
I bet you don't have any memory of it, right?
20 years ago, I might have resembled a politician.
Actually, did you see all the politicians who sat there and sold all their stock right before it crashed, and now they're speculating on whether they're
insider trading?
Information. What did you say, Captain?
Insider trading.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, hey, seeing it coming is different than insider trading.
Yes.
If you got the intuition and you freaking dump, fine.
They had insider trading. You know it. I know it. Everybody else knows it. So.
Oh, I'm not stupid, dude. I understand.
Yeah. And what's the other thing that got me upset is they sat there and somebody came out and said they're upset with Trump for calling it the China virus. Well, what the
This
frick?
freaking China virus.
It came from China. Hang the tag on it. China virus.
But calling it anything but calling it anything else is kind of silly. We know what it's called. We don't have to call it the China virus, but we can.
Mm-hmm.
Before I ever heard Trump calling it the China virus, I called it the damn China virus. So come and get me.
I mean, if it came out of England, we'd probably call it the UK virus. I mean, if it came from Thailand, we'd probably call it the Thai virus. Think about it, people. You're going to hang the tag on it where it came from. If it came from the U.S., they call it the U.S. virus.
I saw this video where he had a press conference and he was talking to this woman. This woman was asking him a question, blah 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 blah, something about somebody called it the kung flu. And she asked this question. She's like, "Are you worried that this might have a negative impact on our Asian citizens here in America, and that are you worried for their safety? Because this is called, a lot of people are calling this a China virus and that are calling it the Kung flu. Are you worried about their safety? Like, why would anybody be attacking Chinese American citizens? Is it really their fault?"
Yeah. I mean, well, first of all, the person who would ask a question like that has to be a total moron or an idiot.
I agree.
I mean, come on. So,
I mean,
yeah.
Okay, let's do a little damage control. If there are any people that are affected by the freaking, calling it the China virus or the Kung flu or whatever the hell you want to call it, and they're beaten up or harassed or whatever, okay, fine. We can freaking do the appropriate damage control later, but there are a lot more important issues than a couple of people getting their feelings hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, seriously.
Yeah, grow some thicker skin.
It sounds too much like
My TP's running low.
Well, what did I saw on Facebook this morning? There was a guy who sat there. Him and his wife went to like Costco and Sam's Club, and picked up all the sanitizer towel thing, and sat there. And they showed this guy's garage, and it's just wall to wall of all these containers of the sanitizer and everything.
Yeah.
And he's selling it now on eBay, trying to make some money. I'd hope his garage catches on fire.
I don't hope the man's garage catches on fire, but if he lived in Connecticut, he would be arrested.
He would?
For gouging.
Ooh.
Gouging is one of those things that's almost unforgivable in Connecticut. If you're gouging your fellow man during a time of crisis in Connecticut, the governor himself might actually come to your house and flog you. I'm joking, of course, but it's the penalties are pretty severe. Like you seriously could get arrested. There was a guy in Connecticut that has a freaking garage full of freaking hand sanitizer and got arrested because he was gouging. He did.
Probably got him for hoarding too. I mean,
it was in the freaking paper, or it was in the news, like one of the local news things. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Yeah, but I would like think about this. The guy's garage catches on fire. And the insurance company asked him, well, what was in the garage? Oh, my tools, my lawnmower. The car was parked outside, but the rest of the garage was full of sanitizer.
Yeah, there's only about 1,000 bottles.
Little plastic bottles of hand sanitizer. The rags that you cloth that you pull out and everything. Yeah, okay. Well, that's not covered in your insurance.
Yeah, exactly. Tom, I got to tell you, several days ago, there was actually a case of arson in Connecticut that was caused directly by a lit bottle of hand sanitizer.
Yeah, it's got alcohol.
They caught the person.
It's alcohol. It'll burn. It'll ignite.
Somebody freaking lit it and committed an arson with it. which I think is stupid. But
Well, arson is cold stupid, so.
I do not condone arson in any way for any reason. I'm not instructing anybody on how to do it with a bottle of hand sanitizer. I'm just saying that it did happen.
Yeah. Well, all the instructions on doing crazy stuff is always given to you on TV anyway. Watch a movie. They'll show you how to do stuff.
There's a book on how to freaking. There's a book called The Anarchist Cookbook that tells you a lot of naughty
I heard
things.
about that.
I had a couple of different copies over the years. I had a revised edition as well. I'm not kidding. Anyway, it's not like you couldn't freaking just like watch a YouTube video about it now. Seriously?
Yeah.
It's not like I'm not on a freaking half a dozen freaking government watch lists already.
How hard is it to open a bottle of hand sanitizer and light it? I mean, yeah.
Shandog, what's up, Martin? How you doing? Ian, Lord Ian, how you doing?
Lord Ian.
Johnny 5, hey up. How you doing, buddy?
Lord Ian.
You know, Johnny, I didn't know until I saw in the Wikipedia the other day that Joe Cocker is actually from Yorkshire.
Oh, he is?
Joe Cocker was an Englishman, which I didn't remember at first, but it turns out that he was from Yorkshire.
All right.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
I didn't know that.
No, I didn't either. Like I said, I barely remembered that he was even an English guy. Just saying.
Yeah, that's true too. So how's the weather in Connecticut and in Carolina?
83 degrees.
Ooh.
It's
And
overcast here.
Overcast.
For on and off throughout the day. I don't think it rained, but yeah, we've had some clouds, we've had some sun, but it's not terrible. Just kind of normal New England spring-ish weather, end of the winter, you know. Nothing spectacular, nothing out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
80s.
all.
We're overcast. We're raining on and off. I said earlier in the broadcast is that they showed a news clip of the Strip last night, and that's a ghost town. I mean, it just other than the casino marquees and everything else being lit up, but the sidewalks are dead. You know, usually full of people.
Well, I'm downtown, and 2 blocks away is the whole Strip. There's this one street, it's 4th Street. It's all restaurants, everything that has to do with food. And it is like a ghost town. You could hear a pin drop. There hasn't been any traffic in and out today.
Mm-hmm.
They're all bars and restaurants. A lot of them have outdoor dining. There's a pizza place.
In the one shopping center we were at, there was a new burger joint that just opened up, and I love a good burger. And I sat there and looked at the wife when we were leaving the shopping center this morning, and I said, that place just opened up 2 weeks ago, and now it's shut down.
Martin, that is not correct thinking. You have to practice social distancing, especially for our senior citizens.
Yeah, leave the seniors alone.
You can't send them nothing. Here, let me lick this envelope.
That's where tape comes in.
Here, let me touch my face with it. No, we can't do that to our older brethren. We can't send them nothing. We can't even go and knock on their door. No, you gotta go.
I got a security door in the front of my house, and on the big sign sits there and says no soliciting. And I'll get a guy knocking on the door, and he'll sit there, and I'll answer the door, and I won't open the security door so they can't see me, but I could see them. And I'll sit there and go, yes. And he goes, are you the owner of the house? And I go, well, why are you asking? Well, I wanted to know if you're interested in solar power. And I says, are you an educated individual? And he goes, yeah. And I said, really educated? And they go, yeah. And I go, you see the sign on the door that says no soliciting? Do you know what that means if you're an educated person? Dead silence.
But it doesn't apply to him because, he's trying to sell you something.
Yeah. I had a job one time.
I want to change the sign saying all solicitors will be shot, and then open the door and then place the fly to my 9mm and see what happens.
All solicitors will be shot. Survivors will be shot again.
Yeah.
I had a job one time. It was a business, commercial, supply business, and there was a sign on the door, soliciting only on Thursdays. And that was the day, sales representatives, from like our suppliers and stuff, that anybody could knock on the door, come in and try to get us to buy a product or whatever. It would be fine, but only on Thursday. We're going to tolerate it for one day.
There used to be this this myth about people that wore green on Thursday. So
I don't know. When I was going to take some law classes here, construction law here, they had you down in the law library looking up stuff. And I looked up this one thing, and they said in Nevada, and I don't know if they changed it or not, but if you post it, like no trespassing, trespassers will be shot. And if somebody trespasses them and you shoot them, you're legal. It's no problem. But you have to post it. You have to post it. And it's still, and at the time, and we're talking, this was, God, a long, long time ago, that 30, almost 40 years ago, that it was on the books back then, that is, if it's posted and you shoot somebody and you kill them after they jump, let's say they trespass on your property, no problem. You're in your right. You posted it.
I'm going to put a no trespassing door sign on my front door right now. Oh, wait. I only have one door to my apartment. But I can't shoot people that walk by.
All right, Tom. They have that law. But still, it depends on how good of a lawyer you have. Can the lawyer actually keep you from getting convicted of a murder?
Shoot first and ask questions later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did Martin say here? My door sign says all trespassers will be shot, and if practical, questioned afterwards. Okay.
Yeah. Shandog, I live about an hour away from you, Dizzy.
You Dizzy.
Yep. About an hour away.
Yeah,
I would imagine that even if there was supposed to be a party in Worcester at the old Birdcage this year, that it might be canceled.
Well, I just saw Grant just sat there and canceled his
Canceled,
I know.
Yeah, he canceled
that.
He
Canceled it. He said, if you're in the area, come on over. But but officially, it's canceled.
Yeah.
Well, I don't live too far from Grant. Grant's just, I'm about 3 hours away from Grant. Grant's just right over. You can drive to Grant's from here, no big deal.
It was in May, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He lives in Kentucky.
Yes, sir. Born and bred. I was born in Kentucky. I went to the college where I went to school. Is about an hour's drive away from where Grant lives.
So I wonder how long the haircut we get, because I'm not going to the barber.
Uh-oh.
Hey,
well, you'll have to cut your own hair.
Tom, It's time to break out the Floby. That's all I can tell you.
You can get
You
your
got a
wife to
vacuum
cut
cleaner
your
in
hair.
that house
It's not
somewhere?
that hard to
You gotta
do,
go.
really.
You gotta break out that Floby, knock the dust off of it, give it a couple of squirts of oil. Yes! Yeah!
No, I sat there and I looked at it. Well, that's not a Floby, but I looked at the cheers and I pulled them out and I said, well, I'll put them on the charger, see if it holds a charge. All right, David.
Another one.
Okay. Well, yeah. And so I pulled it and I charged it overnight and it held a charge. And I haven't charged it in like almost 2 years. So, but I sat there and I said, nah, I ain't going to do nothing. I'll just let it grow. And then when this stuff is all over, I'll go down. Barbara and I are pretty good friends. I'll go down and see Tom and see what's going on. His name's Tom too, by the way, and see what's going on. And he'll say, what the fuck happened to your head?
This is an odd kind of segregation that we're experiencing here in America. Old people are allowed to congregate with each other because they can't socialize with younger people right now, and young people are allowed to socialize with each other because it's spring break.
Yeah.
Well, as long as it's not a group more than 10.
And then they'll come back from spring break and then go to back to school and pass it all around the school. But aren't most of the schools, colleges closed? So they'll go back home and give it to mom and dad.
There was a dude that was doing interviews with them, with some of the younger people, the late millennials and the late millennials and the early Generation Z type age group, and they're not concerned. They're just gonna keep partying and doing what they're doing and completely ignore it.
Well, they can keep it among themselves. We don't want anything to do with it.
And then, there's
party all they want.
There's people that are going for the Darwin Award this year by going around and licking toilet seats and doorknobs. Don't do it, people.
I would definitely not recommend it.
Just people licking random doorknobs and toilet seats. I'm like,
I don't even like using a public restroom.
Not even. Nope.
I don't care if it's at your granny's house that scrubs the toilet 3 times a day. Come on.
Nope.
They make a thing called Lysol. Works pretty well. You could always spray
you go lick a Lysol fixture. I'm going to freaking drink this water.
I'll drink a beer.
Actually, water's good for it. They say that it washes the virus down into your stomach, and your stomach acid kills the virus. So they said to don't let your throat get dry. Take sips of water every now and then.
I like to take sips of water and keep my mouth wet anyway because I hate when my tongue turns into a piece of leather.
Yeah.
And then it can go clack, clack, clack on my teeth when I wake up in the morning because my mouth is so damn dry. This winter has almost killed me. I feel like a freaking snakeskin. I feel like a melt.
I drink enough water as it is.
That's all. I mean, I only drink. There's very few things that I even drink anymore. I drink a little bit of juice here and there when we can afford it. I drink water, obviously. I drink a little bit of milk here and there. And I drink coffee. I don't drink soda or beer. I don't have enough money to go out and buy whiskey. So,
No, you definitely have to drink on a budget. That's an expensive.
I can't afford to drink alcoholic beverages. I can't afford them.
No, when I was unemployed one time, when my funds were really tied up, I didn't drink. It wasn't until I didn't drink until I got a job.
With that syndrome, it's called Mafunzalo.
Well, that was when I was married, and my wife said, "No alcohol, not in the budget." And I go, "Okay."
I can't do it.
Huh? I look forward to my Fridays.
Yeah, I don't even get one day of it because if I mean, it's not like I would be off and running with it or anything like that. I'm not like that. But I mean, I'm just saying, like, no, I can't let myself get into any kind of regularity of anything fun. Apparently,
Well, it's not fun if you do it regularly. Like Tom said, Friday, I do it Friday night when his show's on. I do it on Sunday. Well, Hazy doesn't come on Sunday anymore, but last night on Jimmy C's, I drank like 5 beers.
yeah, I'm not opposed
way
to it.
overdid it.
I just don't
It's easy
have
to
any
do
money
it,
for it personally.
I didn't even get notified that Jimmy C was on last night.
Oh, we were on. He came on at like 10. He came on late, and then I was getting ready to wind down and go to bed, and I got a
Because
notification.
I got my phone set up to sit there and notify me when anybody goes live.
Well, he put a notification up, and it went till 3:00. I was at 3:00. I was done with it. I said, I think Captain Jerk and I both signed off at the same time, and I still had it up on the screen, and Jimmy C said, "Well, they're all bailing out." That's 3:00 in the morning.
Okay, what did Martin say here? My mom is 85 and she's giving up going to the gym because the young guns need to understand the fun is over. Okay. Right.
Are they gyms even open?
Yeah.
In some places, yes. In other places like Connecticut, absolutely not.
You're
At
not
work, they closed the gym at work. They just said no, it's closed until further notice.
Everything in California is currently shut down unless it's absolutely necessary. It's the same thing that just happened in Connecticut. And you can get takeout and delivery, but you cannot enter the restaurant at all now.
Yeah, when I was there's a shopping center right next to my job.
But
the cars were all lined up, and the restaurants were bringing the food out to the cars. They would come out to the car and take your order, and you would wait. And there were people milling around, cars lined up, and everything. Because of course, I was walking over to the store to stock up on beer, which they seem to have plenty of. Somebody
back in those days. Back in the days when drive-through were drive-in restaurants were popular.
Yeah,
you had a greater likelihood of getting an STD rather than COVID.
That and the drive-in movies.
I'm just saying.
Well, that's what I was just about to say, David. Is we got one drive-in left in Las Vegas, and they're advertising going, hey, you come here, watch a movie, no virus.
Nah, stay in the comfort of your own car.
Yep.
I bet you Sonic is really doing a good job, good business right now.
A&W.
We don't have any of those here.
We had one called
Jerry's.
One of Jerry's.
They have it out in Iowa.
Well, they're making a little comeback,
cool.
You
they got a phone right at the table. They got a phone receiver at the table, and that's how you order. The waitress doesn't. The server doesn't come to your table. You just pick up the phone and be like, "Yep, I'm ready to order."
Well, they're starting to do that here in Applebee's. Something I don't like. You pay at the table. They have a little, you swipe your card and pay for your meal when you're done. I mean, you don't see the waiter or waitress.
They're doing away with waiters and waitresses because you get the menu and everything on a little screen, and you do
online,
all on it. And then when you time to pay, you pay through it.
Hey, at McDonald's now they have those computer interface where you order your burger and stuff right there, and then you go up to the counter and get it, right? So you don't even need to talk to a worker at a McDonald's anymore. There doesn't need to be anybody handing you change or anything. You see what I'm saying? There's
They
nobody
keep
handing
one
you a bag
register.
saying, "Here you
They will
go.
keep one
Here's your
register
bag of
open.
food."
They have one. They have a cashier. They have a cashier at McDonald's if you want to pay cash. You don't have to use the card. You put your order in, and you get in the line at the cashier and pay for your order.
Martin says YouTube might be the only way to talk to friends soon.
No, if you have their email, you're fine. If you can still text and you can still phone. Come on now. Be like, hello? Hello? Is that you, Jeremy? Oh, I got this ringing in my ear. Hold on, let me change to the other ear. Hello?
Does that quite well, David.
I do
You
have
do
a ringing in my ear, though. I have really, really bad tinnitus.
I do too. It started around Christmas time for some reason. I don't know what it is about Christmas. I got something like the flu. It very much was like the coronavirus. I had a sore throat and a cough and a fever. And it was a really bad fever, you know. And
Okay, David.
it was interesting to hear them talk about the symptoms of coronavirus because it was identical.
Okay.
I think I had it. I think I had the coronavirus.
David, you can still come over to my house, but no necking.
I've had it, so I'm not.
I don't have it. And I don't want to do that thing where it's like chicken pox parties where people come over and like, no way.
Yeah, one of these days I'll surprise the heck of you. I'll show up at your door and knock on your door. Hey, Captain Jerk. I do want to come up and see Dizzy again. I'm kind of waiting on him. I'm not, kind of looking out for an invite. We have so much fun hanging out, I hope he does some gathering this summer. I would just like to take a week off and just hang out with him in his shop and help him with his projects in the shop. That would just be so cool. And now that I'm only working part-time, I got time to do it,
Well, just like having any other friend, I mean, he doesn't mind if people come up and hang out as long as he's going to be there. There's not something else that he's doing. I mean, it's just like having any other friend.
If he's working,
hang out.
If he's willing to do it, I mean, I'm not going to get in the way or anything, but I'm sure he would like somebody to help him out every now and then,
Of course.
I'd like to visit BW Nut at his place.
3 weeks ago, worst cold ever.
Huh?
Johnny 5.
Other ear.
So I wonder how long this is going to get. Usually by now I would have had a haircut about a week or two ago.
Well, how long do you go between haircuts?
Huh?
How long do you go between haircuts?
A monthly.
Well, why don't you just go hippie? Why don't you just go hippie for the summer?
Huh?
Oh, it's probably all be over with in a month.
Why don't you go hippie for the summer? Just grow out all your hairs.
Ooh. Wife would like that, wouldn't she?
Get your wife to cut your hair.
Oh, no.
Get you some clippers.
No, he's not Jimmy C.
She can't take a picture, let alone cut hair. Come on. Every time you sit there and go, take our picture, and you hand her the camera, she goes, nope, I can't take pictures. So if a person can't take pictures, what do you think they're going to do cutting hair?
You get fingers in the corners of all your pictures, like.
Or it's on an angle, or you have that finger sticking in there, or it's out of focus.
Well, it's so much easier to cut somebody else's hair than it is your own hair. I've done it.
Oh, I've cut some hairs in my time. I know my way around the buzzer pretty well.
Hold it, wait, Martin. I work for the power network here. All have suspended. And if one of us gets sick, we all pack pack up the other guys. Pick up
Pick up.
the other guy. The A's in there. Okay, pick up the other guy's shift. Shops are empty though. Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Get
that's
your
one of
food
my.
delivered.
If the power
Don't even
goes
bother
out, that'll
trying to
be.
go out shopping, fellas. Just get
Yeah.
your food delivered. Seriously.
Well, now my CVS is offering free delivery on essentials. What if I call them up and I want a couple of cases of beer? I would want. They say allow you 1 to 2 essentials. Can I call CVS and say,
Okay.
yeah, 2 cases of beer?
Here in Connecticut, there's no beer at a CVS, but they just approved people being able to pick up alcoholic beverages as they're picking up food if they get a takeout order, but they cannot get it delivered. If they get food delivered to their house, they cannot deliver an alcoholic beverage during that period, during that transaction. But if you go like, yes, I'd like a large pizza, a thing of wings, some cheesy breads, side order of Dijon, of honey mustard with the Dijon mustard and the French's relish and everything. And oh yeah, I need a freaking a half gallon of Maker's Mark with that. Oh yeah. Do you want fries
Yeah,
with
they'd
that?
sell
Yes,
you
sir, I
that and
do.
charge
I
you.
want fries with the jalapenos and the guacamole and sour cream, please. And you can order all that as long as the alcoholic beverage is unopened.
Yeah, and
It
then
has to
they'll
be
charge you 4 times what the
no, no,
maker
no,
mark
no,
would
no, no, no,
cost
no.
you.
It's the regular prices, but it has to be. It can be liquor and it can be beer, but it has to be unopened containers. It can't be like a mixed drink, like a
Oh, they're not allowed
cosmopolitan
to
or
do that
something,
around here.
unless it's in
They can deliver you a beer. They can deliver you a beer, but it has to be a sealed container. They can't make
I was hoping to get a picture of
cocktail
margarita.
for you and deliver it to you.
No, they can't make you a cocktail and deliver it.
No, they don't do that here either.
They can't make you a
But
Bloody Mary or a Caesar or anything like that. No.
heck, we got places here that you can go online and specifically order alcohol and have it delivered to you.
Now, is a liquor store essential?
You live in a different
I would
state.
think so. I haven't heard of anybody closing down any liquor stores. I think they're still open.
Hey, I'll tell you, Tom, Connecticut is the home of the drunk driver. I wouldn't be surprised if they lift that freaking mandate and just start having the liquor stores just wholesale delivered to your house.
Hey, there's
Not kidding.
some states they do that. Kentucky, they have
I think,
liquor stores that deliver.
Captain, I think Montana will give Connecticut a run for its money because it's the only state I know in the Union that has to-go cups as you get ready to leave the bar. In other words, you just ordered a beer, you pour it in a plastic to-go cup, you leave the glass bottle beer there, and you walk out of the bar with your to-go cup of beer.
Heck, they had drive-through. Where was it? Florida. They had drive-through bars. You could drive through the bar and order yourself a cocktail in the car and drink it in the car.
But the thing with the drive-throughs in Florida, the liquor tolerances there are different. So the highest proof liquor that you can purchase legally down there is 150 or 151, like Bacardi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My friend loved Graves Triple X grain alcohol, and it's 190 proof. It's powerful stuff. Burns hotter than gasoline. Now you go to Florida. If you go to Florida and look at the bottle, look at the label, and it says 150 or like 151 or something, some damn thing like that. They cut the proof because it's too powerful for Floridians, apparently.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Pubs are shut here. The breweries are starting home deliveries to make up for the loss. I love the way they think.
So, yeah, the microbreweries are still allowed to sell product, but you can't come in and like drink in their little pub or whatever.
Now, my brewery has outdoor where you can sit outdoors and eat and drink your beer. I wonder if they've closed that. I wonder
Yeah.
if you're outside the building, if they would let you eat the food while you're sitting there. Because
Here in
we have a
Connecticut-
brewery, it's 2 blocks away. They have the best hamburgers. They have a
Here in
buffalo.
Connecticut, sidewalk cafes are still open in Connecticut. Sidewalk restaurants are still open. Hole in the wall places can still just hand you a dog out the window or whatever. You know, that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, sure. But anywhere where you are allowed to sit inside and eat, the dining rooms are closed because you
Well,
have
like
to
it
observe
today,
social
83
distancing.
degrees.
If you you can't eat anywhere where you can't swing a dead cat. Put it
Yeah.
that way. You got to be able to swing a dead cat. 6 feet.
Yeah. Or a drive-through.
Yeah, drive through.
And they hand you your food wearing a mask and gloves.
Probably. Well, they wear gloves anyway, so I mean, a mask isn't a big stretch.
I've
I'll be
never
right back.
seen them wearing gloves.
Well, it depends
I
on
hate
where
going
you
into
go.
a place.
They all have to wear gloves for food prep now anyway, regardless. They started doing that the last time I worked in a restaurant. Okay, they started to.
Well,
It wasn't
they wear
mandated
gloves
yet,
when
but
they
now it's mandated. Now you have to. You know.
in the kitchen. You know, when they're putting your hamburger together and everything, they have gloves on, and they wrap it up in their paper. And when you pay for it, the cashier's not wearing gloves. They're handling money and your food.
Money is like one of the grossest things you could ever touch anyway.
Money, yeah, yeah. And they like these debit and credit cards because they never have to come in contact with the money. It's all done with a machine, you know.
Pardon. Whew. My goodness. I'm not going to stay on here forever, chaps. Because, pardon me, I got other things I got to do.
I want a Whopper, an order of fries, and a large Coke. And hold the pickles on the Whopper.
Yeah. Tell me to hold the pickle again.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. God, I haven't had that one. Where did the captain go?
I'll be back in a second. I didn't go anywhere.
Hold it, wait. What did Martin say? Ugs are shut.
When you put your mask on, I figure it was only, horse sense to put mine on. No, I'll take it off. Hold on.
I don't think that mask.
You were
I don't
saying?
think that mask you got on to work.
I was just playing around. Anyway, I didn't ever think, not on a serious note, that I would ever have to freaking live in America, in an America in which I was required to freaking wear a gas mask or possibly become infected or poisoned or anything. So we drilled ourselves a little bit with that when we were afraid of going to war or something like that. We talked about it and stuff, but I never really took it seriously because America's never really been attacked wholesale in full force on its own soil.
Well, here's the thought, Captain. Here's the thought. All right, we're under attack, but we're really not under attack. But then all our freedoms have been taken away. About it, we are all quarantined to our homes right now. Where's our freedom?
Oh yeah.
What did Martin say,
I'm just
Tom?
saying.
I love you, mate, but the look with the mask is very scary. Yeah, I agree. Can you tell what color the car is?
A little. You need to replace your filters.
I got a whole box of them out there. but I got three of
Apparently
these.
those ones are toast.
Yeah, they're being used. But I got three of those, and I grabbed the first one. But can you imagine some kid at McDonald's sitting there looking at you as you pull up to sit there through the drive-through window, and you got that on, and you got gloves on, and you, how much was that? Here's my card.
You know what? I'm rediscovering cooking. I mean, I live by myself. I work, and I pretty much kind of, put that by the wayside. But, it's so much easier when you're at home all the time to cook a meal and then have the leftovers that'll last you a couple of days. Like today, I made a baked ziti. I forgot how good my baked ziti was. I don't mean to toot a horn, but it impressed me how good it was, to make something at home.
What more could you ask from your own cooking than to freaking, satisfy,
All right, Shandog, you have a good one.
There,
I
Shandog.
kind of regret not picking up, going to the store and picking up a couple of those frozen lasagnas that you can throw in the oven, because those go a long way. I mean, you get a lot of food.
On the drive home, I looked at Nancy and I go, one thing we forgot? And she goes, what? I said, frozen pizza. I said, we didn't get any. And she goes, was there any on the shelf? And there's one brand, Jack's. I don't know if it's nationwide, but it's a cheap frozen pizza.
It's the cheap
stuff for about $2. And I go, yeah. Jack's was there. And she goes, okay, good thing we didn't buy frozen pizza.
No, that's pretty much cardboard.
Yeah. Well, you're welcome to, Shandog. You can come on anytime you want. I always pop the link up. But yeah, so that's one thing. And I said, if we want pizza one night, I said, we'll just call Domino's.
Yeah, there's a Domino's just right up the street. I mean, I'm thinking about doing it, because, I like to order pizza.
There are too many restaurants in this area.
Now they're closed, right? Because they don't have drive-throughs.
Well, a lot of them.
Domino's.
There's a town called Enfield. It's the next town over. I spent most of my life there. That was in the Guinness Book of World Records at one point for having the most restaurants per capita.
Damn, that's a hell of a
set a world record. There were over 200 restaurants in that area, and there were only like maybe 40,000 people or 45,000 people. So yeah.
Damn.
It was nuts. Like, if you couldn't be satisfied with the choice of restaurants you had in that area, then you're a freaking douche.
They probably had a lot of competition with each other.
Come on, man. Come on. There's over 200 freaking restaurants in this area. If you can't figure it out, man, you need to check your head.
Damn.
We're quite spoiled with restaurants around here. It's ridiculous. I don't go to any of them either. I don't even care about restaurants anymore. I'm just like, I'm gonna eat at home.
Here is buffets. We have buffets, and then we have buffets. I mean,
yeah, because every casino has a damn buffet. And what do y'all got in Las Vegas? Casinos. And I'm sure they're all delicious too.
Got on the habit of doing the buffets.
I'm sure they're delicious.
Although, actually, the one at the Bellagio is probably about the best because you can sit there and you can get venison, you can get wild boar, you can get God, what else? Oh, but then for dinner you're paying close to $30.
Yeah, if you can get venison and wild boar, and you could probably get some
elk. God, there was every probably wild game meat that you think of is they were serving.
Well, that would be kind of fun because you can get the experience of tasting, getting a little sample of everything, Like, I don't know what elk tastes like, I've never had that.
I do have a younger brother But I don't know if he's her type.
Captain, look what Martin just wrote in the chat.
Yeah, I was just saying. I have a younger brother, but I don't think he's her type.
Okay. About 3 million. Oh. Dead silence. Here we are, dead silence.
I'm trying to pull up my socks.
So, I wonder what's on the next on the agenda for this country.
The what?
What's on the agenda next for us?
Well,
What do we hear? Nance and I heard earlier on the news that Congress and everything, they passed the supplement or the help package that every married couple is going to get a check for $2,400, and if you're single, you get it for $1,200. What's that about?
well,
That's relief from the
me and
coronavirus system.
Crystal are
Yeah.
just dating. We're not married per se, and well, if everybody's going to get $1,200, this household is still going to get $2,400 because we're here.
You're cohabitating together. You're cohabitating together.
Yeah.
Now, where they're going to get you is next year when you file your taxes, you'll probably have to pay income tax on that money.
Yeah.
That's the government.
I don't make.
You're going to have to count that as income.
Been a bit quiet since Hazy and Dizzy went gay. Well, yeah.
Did you notice on Dizzy's, he did a live stream like Thursday. He wasn't inviting anybody up on the panel. It was just him and Hazy.
And Dizzy did the same thing the day before and wasn't inviting. So that's, I think Martin's statement is true. I think they've fallen in love with each other and just want to be together by themselves on the panel.
People have been teasing him about the bromance for a while.
Yeah.
Their business. If they want to do that, more power to them. But, I'm not involved in it. But neither one of them are revealing what's really going on. I know Dizzy's been through a lot. His brother died. His son died, rather. I think he said his daughter is living with him. That's why he had nobody staying with him at the hot dog party. He didn't have anybody at his house.
Mm-hmm.
Nor did he have room for everybody to stay, everybody that showed up, but nobody was invited, at least nobody I know of.
And didn't his mother pass recently?
I'm not sure, but that's probably factoring into.
I thought I heard Hazy say something about that, or I can't remember.
So, I mean, there's a lot going on there. He's gotten involved with the fire department.
Yeah. Well, no, his cat died.
As he has, and
his cat died.
I don't see him working on go-karts or mini bikes anymore.
Well, looking at it from a point of view as a psychologist, every event like that is a stress event, and it has points, and it's a scale. There's a 100-point scale, and if all those things happen, like if you move, like you lose a job, it's so many points for everything that happens to you. If that is true, then look at all of the points that Dizzy has. He probably has close to 100 points. He's probably pretty much wiped out.
Mm-hmm. I think he just wanted time for himself, and plus he wanted to chase fires more, and he wanted to do live shows.
Well, that's his That's his hobby. That's what he's interested in. But he doesn't work in the shop in the winter times much on the bikes and stuff because there's no heat in the shop.
Yeah, but it's springtime there. You're up in the 50s, aren't you?
He did a video not too long ago. He did like about a week ago. He kind of just did a little hear what's going on
area where it's in the 50s in the winter time. We are in the area where it's like 5.
Well, Dizzy and you live pretty close together. I mean, if it gets down to 20 degrees outside, it gets cold in that shop. There's no
Worcester, Mass. Up in Worcester, Mass, they get below 0. They get 0 and below a lot. Here in Connecticut, we hardly ever get below 0. I'm not kidding. We don't get very many 0 or below temperatures.
Well, you live close together, but you're in a different region from him. You get some different weather patterns, where you live.
If you rode your scooter right now, you could be here in a day.
I'd have to take all the back roads.
It takes me 3 days.
Huh?
Take me 3 to get to you, Captain.
Yeah, with your foot to the floor.
That scooter will go about 35. On a
it might take you like 20.
There are people that have taken those Vespa LXs, on cross-country trips. They're world renowned. People have done that. They have jumped on one of those things, and it takes them some time. But yeah, they put some miles on those. Have you
ever seen an Ape?
No.
Yeah, let me try to find an Ape.
What the hell is an Ape?
I'll try to find
truck that.
Oh wait, Martin said still gay though. Dizzy has a good heart, but still a good bit gay though. Okay. I'm wearing a shirt from Worcester.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get some shirts. I'm gonna have to dig my VW shirt out. I got a shirt at that car show. I got a hat and a shirt.
The patch says that on the shirt.
Oh, isn't that special?
That's what this is.
Yeah.
So, here it is. You ready?
Okay, let's see it.
I have to wait until this stupid ad is done. I don't know why there's an ad on this freaking video, but I clicked on this video and it decided that it wanted to play a damn commercial.
Oh, here's my
That
oldest
could be
boy.
a 2-minute long commercial. So,
hey, T-Dub.
T-Dub, yay!
What are you guys doing?
What up, T-Dub? How you doing?
I'm doing well. Can't complain.
Okay.
I won't be on long though. I got to run my car back to the bottom.
Hang on.
Oh, here we go. Let's see.
This is the Vesper Ape.
We're waiting for Cap to put something up here.
I did.
I don't see anything. I'll look it up later. If it's a Vespa, I would know about it because I'm following this guy and
hang on. Right there.
Oh yeah, I've seen one of those.
Musty
They
one
have,
has
I follow Vespa. I follow Vespa Motorsport. They're out of San Diego, California. They are probably the premier Vespa dealership. You could get any part, any support, any help you need with a Vespa from Vespa Motorsport. And they have a YouTube channel, and every time a new model or something like that comes out, he'll showcase it. He'll do a review on it. Anything you want to know about Vespa, That's the source.
So TW, your daughter's driving you crazy yet?
Yeah, let's just say I'm working at least 2 days from the office next week.
So you're gonna go into the office?
Yep.
Yeah,
I've had enough of
yes.
this.
Oh, they must
I'd
be
rather
all.
stay. What was that?
I said they must all be on your Wi-Fi because I'm watching the ceiling fan above your head, and
Yeah, that's a good indication of weather. That's your Wi-Fi-ometer.
that's your Wi gauge. Is the ceiling fan above your head?
If it stops, we know that it's.
Yeah, if it gets bad, I'm just going to jump off.
Well, I
That
have this
video-
cheapest low
That
grade
video is
Spectrum.
raring to go because every time I go on that tab, it just starts immediately playing.
Well, that
Give me
thing
a
must have
chance.
got a lot of views or something. I saw
No, it's
that. I
just-
saw that. I just wasn't connecting the name of it with the model, you know. But yeah. I've seen those.
Yeah.
Dizzy had me try to identify that scooter he got. It was a little toy, you know. It was probably sold by a dealership, you know, for scooters, but it was more like a bicycle. We could not identify what it was. He thinks it's a Vespa, and I think it's a Vespa.
I don't know. I didn't see it.
Well, I got a video. I haven't uploaded the video, but I did a video of a tour of his shop, his museum, and it's in the museum.
Okay.
But he put videos up of it, and he said, David, what is this? Can you identify what this thing is? So I will link those videos, and I will email those to you, Tom, so you can see those.
Okay. Let me see. I can probably. I'll sort it out.
Well, you can go on to Dizzy's channel and, you know, look it up, do a search on it. It's on there.
I'm old enough to do it.
What? Go on Dizzy's channel?
Figure out how old and what the scooter is.
You might remember the scooter. You might solve the mystery. It was probably sold by somebody like Sears, but we
It was
couldn't
Tom,
find
it was
any
Tom's
name
favorite toy
on
when he was a kid.
It was a toy. It's this kid's toy, and it has pedals on it, and it has a battery in it that'll run the lights on it. It has lights on it. It has a horn on it. It all works. And, you know, you could just strap. They don't make the batteries anymore, but you could strap 3 D-cell batteries together, and get the thing to work.
Martin sat there and said, according to my wife, when the going gets tough, the tough go shopping. Saddle up, guys. It's going to be a long ride.
I'm glad all the shopping's done, and I hope they don't close my BP, you know, up here on the corner, because
My shopping's done because my money's gone.
I mean,
I can relate, Captain.
they're talking about
So,
gas stations
Did
closing.
Emily try on her coat? Hold on, T-Dub, did Emily try on her coat yet?
Yes.
Oh. Did it fit?
I may have a picture for you. Yeah, it fit good.
Okay. And who took the
Even
bags?
if it was.
And who took the bags of candy?
I came home from the office and they were sitting on my desk.
Honestly, I had nothing to do with it. I'm not accessory to this crime.
I can relate.
Unfortunately, though, the bags are sealed. I have yet to touch them.
Oh, mine's open.
It's evidence.
Mine's not.
The only sugar fix I have. Candy from my child.
You get more than I get.
I had a piece of apple pie last night. That was a sugar fix. I'm off the sugar. You talk about a piece of apple pie. It tasted like just pure sugar.
Oh, God. Nah, T-Dub's smiling too. He's thinking of the same movie.
Probably.
Oh, there was a movie. What? God, how many years ago, T-Dub?
I stopped counting, Dad.
Huh?
I stopped counting.
Oh, God, what was the name? American
Graffiti?
American Pie.
Pie.
No.
I didn't see that one. That's an old one. Yeah.
No, every time Dad hears warm apple pie, he thinks of a scene in that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy has relations with said warm apple pie.
Yeah. Did you
Yeah,
see the bloopers at the end?
No.
There's some outtakes at the end where he's actually up on the counter.
Going to it? Okay.
Well, we're going to have to dig the DVD out now.
Now we're going to fast. Everybody's going to pop the DVD in and fast forward it and sit there, get to the end to sit there and watch the bloopers.
It's probably on Netflix. You don't have to knock
It's
the
on
dust off that
YouTube,
DVD.
probably.
And if you bought it on Blu-ray, you're a chump.
I don't know. T-Dub, how many DVD Blu-rays do you think I have?
Oh, a couple
Last I
hundred.
count, you were north of 200.
Yeah. I mean, they could shut everything. Just as long as you give me power. Well, actually, I got a generator. They could shut everything off, and I could sit there and watch movies from now until I die.
Heck, I could pop one in the computer and watch it. There's a DVD drive in the computer.
Yep.
And the computer will run on 12 volts. You know, I have a laptop. You can pop a DVD in it.
So, did you watch T-Dub? Did you watch the video, yesterday's video that I posted?
No, that was my plan for this afternoon.
Oh, okay. Well, it's dinner time. It's after dinner time for you now, or it's dinner
Yeah.
time.
They're waiting on me.
Who, the girls?
Yep.
Come.
When did you put that up? Was that today? I know you put a video up. I was the first one to watch it, it looked like.
Yeah, I put it
I
up.
only had like one view.
I try, rather than constantly put up videos as I work on the car, I just string it out for the week and then put it up on Thursday right before my live show, that if anybody has any questions or anything else, I can answer them on my live show. And then we start with tomorrow we'll start again doing a whole chain of videos going. But if you look at it, I'm not real happy with the pod thing. I think I just might mount it to the door panel and be done with it like old school.
Okay.
Because I'm not really happy with the pod.
This computer's really trying my patience today.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. I've never stabbed a laptop, but there's a first time for everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Captain Jerk. He's up in Connecticut. I don't know if you guys met.
Yeah. How you doing?
How's it going?
I'm alive.
Oops, wrong keyboard.
Still alive, still breathing, still drinking water.
I'm drinking beer. I still have a refrigerator full of T-Dub's favorite beer when he was here. Because nobody drinks it but him.
What is it?
It's Dragon's Milk. It's God. It's all this 11 and 12 and 8% stuff.
Dragon's milk?
Dragon's Milk.
That's
You
from
know-
Michigan, or yeah, Michigan.
Okay. Ken McDonald sent a box of that over to Hazy Days in the UK.
Yeah, I saw that.
And he sent, I believe he sent some over to,
Ian,
did he send some to Lord Ian as well?
I think I think he did. I think Ian has.
Did Ian have? No.
Well, he sent some to you, Dizzy, and he sent some to Ken McDonald, and There you go.
Well, yeah. I watched the show that he was on drinking that stuff, and it was like 3 bottles in and each trash.
I don't know
I'm
how
gonna
many
tell you
beers
this,
can get me drunk anymore because I don't drink that much.
This fat tire will give you a buzz.
Hold it. Martin sat there and said, if T-Dub stands up. Okay, what's going on here?
Yeah.
I'm going to let that go to voicemail.
Please leave a message after the tone.
Yeah, some crank call. But yeah, that dragon's milk is some good stuff. I enjoyed it. Well, let's see. Martin wrote, let's see, if T-Dub stands up, we will know why he has short hair. World, instant haircut. Oh, ceiling fan.
Oh,
Yeah, the ceiling fan's going like,
I don't think he's tall enough to let that give him a little off the top.
I don't know. But
it's draining his internet.
is it the Wi-Fi or the internet?
yeah, you guys
T-Dub?
are cutting out. I'm gonna get out of here because it's getting bad on my end.
Later, T-Dub.
Bye, T-Dub.
So you guys have a
Later,
good one. Night or
Thanks
what?
for coming.
5 or 10 minutes?
I'll call you tomorrow.
Talk to you guys later. You guys have a great evening.
Peace.
Probably done.
See you later.
We're gonna cook it in spaghetti sauce. We haven't
Oh,
had that in a while.
Captain passed out from the water.
No, I'm talking to Crystal.
Oh, hi, Crystal.
Hi.
Why you cook it like that? So you're gonna cook mine?
I was gonna do all
Oh, I don't think.
right. Fine, you can.
Whatever.
I have.
Oh, gotta get another one. Be right back.
I'm with you, Tom. Get me one.
All right.
Awesome.
By the time it gets back, I'll be done with that one.
I don't know. I'd rather sit there with a bottle of whiskey and be like,
I'm going to see if I can get 2 monitors set up so I could have a monitor over here and I could read the chat and watch the chat yard over here on this screen. There are 2 video cards in the computer, so I have 2 outlets for a monitor.
So we'll try these.
there you go.
All right, go for it.
I hear everybody ranting and raving about this stuff.
You want me to send you 6?
You don't have to.
Hey, send me 12.
I don't think they have it around here.
I can get it. There's a place here that will sell you anything. They'll order stuff for you.
Oh, wow.
You'll get any brand.
Holland, Michigan, huh? Oh, it's Dragon's Milk. Why?
It's the dry. Wine. That'd
Oh,
be
yeah.
a little different. Oh, yeah, they have wine. Yes.
Huh. Interesting.
And this stuff is, hold it, wait, need help. Can't find it. 8.0.
I've been trying this White Claw, which is like a seltzer. On nowhere does it say anywhere what the percentage of the alcohol is
Hold on.
on the container.
Huh.
I don't know what the alcohol content is in that.
So look it up online.
I did.
Oh, still can't find it.
I don't even know what kind of alcohol they put in it. They probably just put ethanol, alcohol in it.
There we go. Here we go. Nice pour, Tom. Nice pour. Like you've done that before.
A couple of times. Ooh, I like that.
Looks nice.
Yeah, it does.
Frosty mug.
I've learned to never judge a beer by its color.
That's why once I tasted it, I had to pour it and see what it looked like.
Is it any good?
This
It's a
Stella,
white stout.
I thought it was a real dark beer. I've always had it out of a bottle or a can. And then I was at a restaurant.
Bourbon barrel lager white stout.
White stout, huh? Interesting.
Probably get hammered on this.
That'll.
What's going on?
I guarantee it's possible. Hey, Anthony, how you doing?
Here, we'll give Anthony the link. Get him to jump up.
Oh.
We're gonna watch Tom get hammered. By the time he's done with this beer,
Yeah.
it'll be midnight. We'll be on here at midnight. Oh, I haven't ended the show.
It's only like 4 o'clock over there. Actually, it's almost.
Well, we had Monica. Where Monica was, it was still like 11 o'clock.
It's not even 4 o'clock over there, is it, Tom?
357. Ooh,
three-
good caliber handgun. Nope, not going on 4. That's okay. I'll sleep on the couch tonight.
Meh.
Ugh.
Coming up,
Tom probably
Antonio.
snores.
You coming up, Antonio?
Oh, that's good. He hasn't popped up yet. Ooh, and I got a whole 6-pack of that stuff. Oh, stand back.
Hazy Days just went live.
Tom, I think you're toasted now. You wait until you're done with that.
Hazy Days went live.
Just like a couple of minutes ago.
Hello.
How do you do it? Can I bring 2 live shows up at the same time? I guess not.
I can go on 2 panels.
I guess
If I had that other screen, I could do it.
I guess I had to wait until we kicked about 5 other people off because I got that wheel for a while,
Want to see something cool?
Everybody's freaking home. Go to work.
Go to work.
Yeah.
What's work?
Yeah.
Right. Tom's retired. What's work? Hey, if it wasn't for work, I would go nuts.
Cold front. Yeah. Cold front's coming through.
I got a 68 Camaro to keep me busy. Hold on, wait. Captain, you're coming up. Oh, look at this. Got Captain Jerk twice.
Yep.
Hey, I'm in the middle. Now I'm not.
We won't tell nobody.
What's going on,
I
Anthony?
was a middle child, so
Yeah.
it's appropriate.
I was the oldest.
Oh, 1 popsicle left? Who got the popsicle? The baby. Oh, Joe gets the popsicle. He's the baby.
Almost had your phone number today.
You're like 8 years old and he's 3 years old, so he gets the popsicle.
Oh no. I was 11 when they were born. So
Yeah.
saying.
I had a show this morning. I almost got a woman's phone number.
Yep.
Yep. She's like, what the hell you want my phone number? I said, that was some pretty good knife skills. Yeah, there was two women trying to knife each other over a 4-pack of toilet paper.
Well, we have a meat market here. You can't find meat in any of the grocery stores, so we've been going to the meat market, and they have plenty of meat, And it's like
well,
somebody got knifed in the parking lot of the meat market because of the meat they got. Somebody was trying to.
We have a meat market here in Connecticut. It's called.
Well, it's everybody goes to the meat market. There's this.
We have a meat market here in Connecticut. It's called the Blackboard Cafe, also known as the BBC.
They just call it the meat market. I don't know if that's the official name of the business, but
yeah.
I've never been to the meat market because it's in a bad neighborhood. I mean, It's a place where you wouldn't want to be during the day, let alone at night.
You trying to say you pull in and get 5 pounds of ground meat, they steal your husband?
You don't get out of the car.
Captain, you still got my email address? Send me your address. I'll send you a 6er of this stuff.
Okay.
No, it just blows my mind. I never understand. I mean, I can find a bunch of reason to knife a person, but not over toilet paper.
Not over a pack of meat. Come on.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, toilet paper, meat, whatever. I mean, come on.
Like that one woman says, I need toilet paper. I got 9 kids. I said, it's called close your legs.
Me about the whole thing is all the time you go through the supermarket, the Spam shelf is always never touched. It's like it's pristine. Nobody's never touched or grabbed a can of Spam. And now you go to the supermarket, Spam on the shelf.
Yeah, I did go to the store earlier this week, and amazingly, they weren't out of peanut butter. Nobody wiped out the peanut butter. If you're in a survival mode,
lots of peanut allergies.
Peanut butter would be the perfect thing.
Not in that, David. That's too much work. That's too much work for them. They got to get a piece of bread and they got to spread it.
They got to open the jar, get a knife, and get the bread. Now they had very little bread. The bread was all
in and start going at it.
Yeah, but like Captain
open
said,
the jar.
Allergic. Yeah.
Gaff is in the house.
Hey, Gaffer, how you doing? Good to see you.
Then people come in and act like, what do you mean only 2 packs per person? Yeah, because you was in here 3 days ago buying 3 shopping carts full, you dumbass.
No, you know what they do? They train all their kids. They got like 7 damn kids, and half of them ain't theirs, and they have all them go in and get the limit too.
Yeah. Unless you're smart like that one lady, she was watching the parking lot. She turned a few of them away. She said, I seen y'all all getting out of the same car.
I'll tell you this, Anthony. They used to do the same damn thing over at the freaking soup kitchen that I worked at.
Oh, yeah.
The same damn thing. And half of them freaking kids weren't even theirs.
Yeah, I know.
Well, let me tell you this one. I was at the bus stop one day, and there was this guy. And he said, do you need anything done to your house? I said, no, I don't own a house. I rent. And he said, do you need work done on your car? And I said, do you think I have a car? I'm getting ready to get on a bus. And then he says, well, I have ID. Let me show you my ID and everything. So he showed me his ID card. And it's like, you know what? I've seen you out here wandering around before. And the minute I said that to that guy, he took off like a bandit. He was gone. He said, I have seen you wandering around here before picking on people. And he took off like he don't want to talk to me anymore.
Yeah, you want to show me your ID, and I want to show you my Leatherman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You think I have a car? Why would I be at a bus stop if I had a car?
You ran into a real rocket scientist that day.
Yeah, he had some intelligence there. He was maybe rubbing two brain cells together.
I think you might be giving him too much credit, but that's okay.
Well, you benefit of the doubt.
Mhm.
Don't
Well, he knows how to reach into his pocket without, freaking missing.
wait.
I mean, why would ID validate somebody nagging you wanting to do work for you? Would I have him come over and
It
do
doesn't.
work on my house? No, I wouldn't want him anywhere near my house.
Look at the chat. Look at Gaffa. Don't start me on Vegemite. What the hell is
Vegemite. That's like a spread. It's kind of like jelly, but it's not jelly.
It's
it's
hold
not-
on. It's a yeast extract.
It's the scraping from the freaking beer barrel, okay?
Yes, it's a yeast extract. There's also another product that's very similar to it called Marmite.
Marmalade. Yeah.
Vegemite is popular in Australia, and
Australia.
Marmite is popular in the UK.
It's like a lighter version of Vegemite.
Well, you know,
I'll
I
let you
got
believe
some of
that.
that one time at the store. Did you try it out? It was disgusting. I mean, I could not. I made a sandwich. It was a very strong taste. It would have to be an acquired taste, but it was very
What?
strong.
Vegemite?
said Gaffa just said it's freaking damn yummy.
Potatoes are almost done.
Okay, cool.
Well, I mean, if you started eating that, when you were a kid or something like that, you would be used to it. It would taste good.
Well, that you gotta know how to spread it too,
Well, you probably have to spread it really thin.
with butter.
Yeah, like surströmming.
Do not mention chromite.
Well, it tasted like eating ground up orange peels. That's what it tasted like to me.
Well, I'll tell you this. None of you are going to get used to the flavor of surströmming.
Wow. Eat it all the time.
Yeah, oh, I'm sure you eat surströmming.
I eat pickled herring.
No, surströmming is a little
Well, I know.
beyond
I don't
Yeah.
want to know.
pickled herring. Oh, man. Yeah. Boy, is it spicy? Oh my god, it's spicy. Oh my god. No, it's fine.
I put like a five.
Oh, it's zippy. My goodness. Oh my god.
Is it bad?
No, it's fine. Oh, she's trying to kill me, guys.
Oh, it's delicious. You know who's going to be cooking tomorrow night, right?
Oh my goodness.
These beans are salty just the way I like.
Oh my
I'm
goodness.
sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Why are you sorries?
Because
Listen to her and her sorries. Hey, come here.
no,
I love you.
I love
Relax.
you too. But like,
Come here. Give me a hug. Give me a hug. Relax.
It's all
I'm
good.
just joking around,
It's all
buddy.
good.
It's
This
very
elbow
strong.
right up in your head. This elbow.
I know, but
Good, so relax. It's very strong. I like it. I told you I like it. It's fine. That's so
Just
sick.
take them and just take the elbow and do an elbow drop on it right there.
She might.
Hold it, wait. In Australia,
There's plenty of knives and hammers in this apartment.
look at
Just saying.
Gaffa in the chat.
Yeah, they're knives and hammers here.
Vegemite on dry wheat bix,
Problem. Right?
wet bix, Weetabix,
Weetabix.
Weetabix.
Supposedly that's a delicious cereal that they have over
It's
there.
a
and I've never tried
cereal,
it.
yeah.
Okay.
Did you get my email?
Hold it. Let me check. Give me a minute. Wait for the music of Jeopardy to start playing while the outlook opens up.
Oh, we'll entertain ourselves while you're doing that.
Wilbur.
You come back to a black screen. You have been removed due to violation of YouTube content. We won't.
Fox News. One mother has found a solution to fight against. Oh, and I ain't opening you up. Hell no.
The closest thing I could think to Weetabix is shredded wheat.
Yeah. Muslix or Muesli. Weetabix.
Well, Curry Enterprises, the people who built the rear end for the Camaro, just sent me an email telling me that they are closing and closely monitoring the virus.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're concerned about their customers.
Right.
Yeah.
I keep ordering T-shirts from them. I mean, ever since I paid them the outrageous sum of money for the rear end and the axles and the center
Oh
link.
yeah, they're just gonna merch the crap out of you now.
So pretty much.
And can't
Around here, every-
email as of right now.
Yeah, every factory around here except for food,
Check your spam.
anything dealing with paper or anything dealing with necessity has been closed.
Yeah, they're only delivering necessities here. You can't order like a TV
No,
or anything.
nope.
Yeah, not so much.
Yeah. I'm looking at the chat. I figured out how to get it to come up on the screen, so I'm doing both the YouTube.
Well, I got the yep. Or yup. Oh,
What? Yep. Okay.
yup.
However much you want to give me.
You.
Fantastic. Thank you. And a small bit of butter. Possibly. Thank you, Bunny. You're such a nice girl.
I know.
But you will have to leave before the wife gets home. That's what I tell mine. You're such a lovely young lady. You're going to have to leave before the wife gets here. You know that, right?
You can stay on the garage, but I don't know. It gets mighty cold out there.
A gay Raj.
Hey, Raj.
A gay Raj.
I like your paper towels there, Captain.
The what?
The paper towel.
Oh yeah, you like that? Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Or
I
your napkins.
yes.
Hey, I make napkins. I just fold a paper towel 4 ways and you got a napkin.
Yeah.
Hey, when we were moving my church, we cleaned out our church and I have a whole pack of napkins that I haven't even touched.
Yeah.
They gave away all of their paper products. They had some paper products that they had so long that they turned yellow, and those ended up in the dumpster because
Yeah, I had a guy that got off today. He was wiping his mouth. He was wiping his mouth with a napkin. He went to throw it, and I was like, hey! That's dual purpose, man. You wipe your mouth off, you fold it up, put it in your back pocket. When you get home, you wipe your ass and you take a shit.
There you go. No toilet paper involved.
Yeah, exactly. Fold it over and say,
And that's it.
it's called dual purposing. It's just a little grease and slobber. It ain't gonna hurt your butt.
You're contributing. That's just waste you're not putting into the environment.
Yeah.
Saving that paper.
Hold it, wait. Yeah, you just said, yes, Justin, but made from flakes and a large 3-inch long. Okay,
It's like
large 3-inch lot.
That's why I tell my one local tree hugger here, I said, y'all bitched and bitched because we use paper products, so they brought you plastic straws. Now you're bitching at them to go back to paper straws. Make up your goddamn mind.
Oh, that's the state of California, Anthony.
Oh,
State
yeah.
of California bitches about all the tree huggers. Stop cutting down the trees, everything else.
But let's
And-
use paper straws.
And so now you go to California, you can't get plastic bags, you can't get plastic straws. It's all paper.
Paper.
Well, now they're back to cutting down the freaking trees.
Yeah.
Get a life,
This used
people.
to be.
Yeah.
This used to be a mighty sequoia forest. Now it's the largest distributor of paper straws in the world.
Mm-hmm. Go figure.
Hey, you pick your battles, right?
Well, you know, the funny thing is the carbon emissions are going up. Well, yeah, you're cutting all the filters down, you dumbass. So
Because
can
you
have
want
your-
paper straws.
Yeah. Oh, that cracks me up when they do that.
You pick your battles, man. You pick your battles. Yeah.
Well, what it is, they want to reset.
Fracking oil.
They want to reset so they can start over.
No more
Well,
fracking
now we have a
oil.
surplus
So what are you gonna
of
do? Ride a mule to school?
Now, I wouldn't mind too bad if they brought horses back. No.
Yeah. We got a bunch of them out here.
Yeah. We got
If
two
you like
fields down
Mustang.
here.
If you like wild Mustangs.
Well, these are wild Opelousas that run out in the field. So
Wild horses couldn't ride me to work.
All right, I got to ask Captain, what's for dinner? Might have said, but I didn't hear.
Pork.
The other white meat.
yeah, why don't you cook it, Swan? It's kind of a slimy.
I'm the other white meat.
All right. It's the chicken meat.
Think about
That was oink oink.
I'm actually cooking mine in the spaghetti sauce.
Gravy. Tomato sauce. You mean tomato gravy?
Yeah.
Gravy.
That's
If you're-
gravy. Yep.
It's called gravy.
Yeah, you go up north, they call it gravy.
Marinara or Italian gravy.
That's meat sauce, man. That's the meat sauce, man. That's the meat sauce.
Up there, it's spaghetti and gravy. You have to like Philadelphia.
True,
That's
true,
what they have up there is gravy.
true spaghetti. True Italian spaghetti is made with a meat sauce, not just a marinara sauce. It's made with a meat sauce. Yeah. Just happens to have tomatoes in it.
And it simmers
You know,
on
half of the restaurants
all
here-
day Sunday.
Half of the restaurants here are managed by Greek, Greek management. You go into any of those, they will serve you, if you order spaghetti, that's the best marinara spaghetti sauce you'll ever get. You can count on going into a Greek managed place and getting good spaghetti.
Well, if it ain't got veal cutlet and pork sausage in it, it's not a true Italian spaghetti.
Yep.
That's just a fact.
There's one here that does the pork sausage. Where is it? There's a restaurant. That's how they serve it.
Yeah.
I mean, there are chunks of the sausage in the sauce.
You always take a veal cutlet, beat the shit out of it, put garlic and chive on it, roll it up, tie it, stick it in there, brown it with the sauces, and throw the tomato paste in there and let it go.
Can't beat it.
Garlic.
Well, I understand with the mafia there, that somebody up in the mafia will come in and let's see if it's up to par.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if it's not done,
Yeah, one time I
he will
knew this
stand there
diner.
and he will intimidate them until it is good.
Yeah.
I was in this diner one time where my company, we went to lunch once a week at this old-fashioned dive of a place. And there was one day we were all in there eating lunch and talking to each other and all that. All of a sudden the place goes dead silent.
Yeah.
The owner of the joint comes in the door, walks up to the counter, and he says, "I want a Caesar salad."
Yeah.
About 5 minutes later, the place he brings a Caesar salad out. It's like, ooh, I mean, like huge. Guy takes a salad. He walks out of the place. Everything comes back to normal business there. So he must have been a higher up somewhere with the mob.
Well, they're not called the mob no more. They're called the corporation.
The corporation, yes, the corporation. It's like you wouldn't believe it. I mean, it came to a halt. Nobody was talking. Everybody came to a dead silence.
Britter,
Yeah.
Oh, hi, what's
how the hell? Give me that.
Dude, we're not getting like notifications for some reason, and it's like up high.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, but you gotta realize everything is overbanked right
It
now.
happens with my mom too.
Because you got everybody home, you got workers home, you got kids home,
Everybody's home. Everybody should be home.
and they're all bored after a
We love
week.
you, Britter.
Internet,
Well, isn't this kind of like the
Break out the board games, people. Come on.
yeah,
Is this like the 1950s before this consumerism mentality came along? You know, everybody was at home. They figured out a way to entertain themselves.
Hey, David,
They played games. They read books.
We had marathon Monopoly games going. I mean,
Yeah,
we
I remember those. Yeah, that was.
10, 12 hours.
Oh yeah, we'd play Monopoly all night. You know, it'd be the wee hours of the morning. You know.
yeah. My favorite was like 3 or 4 in the morning. Come on, man, look, you can pay me my rent. We'll start selling everything off.
Well, you know, there's this thing in the 50s.
Yeah,
You know, people just started going out to eat. You know, they started consuming all this products. They started buying cars, and, you know, and stuff. You know, TVs, radios.
Break out a deck of cards. Teach the kids how to play poker.
Oh hell
Yeah.
no, we played dominoes.
Hey, let me tell you something, man. I can freaking survive on just about freaking no entertainment.
Yep.
I can. I don't like it, but I can.
Oh, I've done it. I've been there.
Need at least 2 people.
Yeah, we still like to play dominoes and stuff. Play shoot.
Yeah, we
'em
played
and all that.
gin rummy. You know, we heck, we even read a book every now and then.
Yeah, I've never been much into card games. No, dominoes, shoot the moon, and all that. Yeah.
Craps.
Even
The backgammon.
I was deadly
Checkers.
at dominoes when I was younger.
Hey, did you play checkers?
And then some diehard dominoes masters,
Actually,
local Puerto Rican guys. They're like, you come over here and you watch us play and you talk to us while we play and you never want to play, man. We'll teach you how. I'm like,
Yeah.
you know, I used to play this and I was pretty good when I was a kid, but you know, I don't know,
Play
you know,
more.
the old school rules. So I get in there and I play with them, and they're just like, "Yo, man, where you learn to play like this?" I'm like, "Oh, from a bunch of Puerto Rican guys I used to hang out with when I was younger."
Yeah.
A bunch of old ass Puerto Rican dudes taught me how to play when I was like 10 years old, like 10, 11 years old. So I just freaking stood there and I spanked these dudes, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Wow, where'd you learn to play like that?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
Dude's way older than you fellas.
They showed you how to slam the bones. Yeah.
Dude, I mean, I don't even remember how to play dominoes anymore. I don't even remember how to play. That's how long ago this is.
Yeah,
I had an old Air Force buddy who he and I played checkers. And if you remember MASH, when they played checkers with shot glasses, and you had, oh yeah, we never cleared the board before we passed out.
Oh no. You was lucky to see the end of the board.
Yeah. But that was a fun game.
Yeah.
You're seeing 2 boards.
Three.
3, 4, 5.
I was thinking of Star Trek and that multi-lever chess thing they got going on.
Oh, that's three-dimensional chess. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking of Checkers that way, after a whole bunch of these.
Yeah, a whole bunch of those. I bet you thinking some strange thoughts. Pardon. Hang
Uh-oh,
on.
good meal.
Compliments to the chef.
There it is.
Yep.
Blowing his nose.
Yeah.
There you want this one?
Yeah, you go over to China and you eat your meal, and then
Here, Captain. You need this? Oh.
I got my own
all
supply.
you like tastes good. Huh?
Thank you, Bunny.
You're welcome. Was it way too spicy?
No, it wasn't way too spicy, but it was surprising.
Good way to put
Like,
it.
He's
Yeah,
trying
yeah.
to say it.
Spicy foods.
oh, no, it's not a oops. Don't worry about it. I loved it. It was great.
Yeah, it wasn't a kick in the throat. It was just a hello.
It was an eye opener. Like, wow.
You
I
made
don't
it
need to
look
drink
good. You
coffee
made it
after
look
that.
good anyway.
My goodness.
It was really good. I really liked it, but I don't know what happened to my voice, but it was great.
That was fine. I've had way hotter stuff than that, man. But that was peppy.
Just say it was a little unexpected.
It was peppy. It was peppy, all right. Ugh. Woo.
That's where you need a cold beer. I got to send you a cold beer. I sent you an email back.
Oh, okay. Hang on.
Also, I got a piece of candy. My buddy gave me one time, man. I put that thing in my mouth, and it was sweet for about 5 seconds, and all of a sudden, all hell broke loose.
You must have had one of
What,
those red
Toast
hots.
Saints?
No, it wasn't Total Saint. It looked like a regular cinnamon drop.
Uh-huh.
Put that in my mouth, and I could taste it, and it was sweet, and all of a sudden, it was like, help!
Oh, Tom,
He's
I already
over there in
sent
the
that.
corner laughing. I'm throwing everything I can reach. I just, mother.
I already sent it.
You go over to the faucet and put your face under the faucet.
Sometimes. I need a new shirt. I got food on this one.
So,
I'm kind
That's
of greasy
good.
anyway. I've been like putting off the inevitable. I just need to go take a shower. Meh. Not a big deal.
All right, it hasn't come through yet, so we'll wait. Okay. Well, it's about 4:27. Ooh, 4:28. Okay.
Did you miss 420, Tom?
Yes.
It's 4:28
Oh,
somewhere.
if I do 420 on this stuff, I'll find a hole I need to crawl into.
yeah,
I already got a buzz going more in this stuff than I did on two
I
core.
have, it's
Well, see, you had two before that, Tom. Yeah,
I know.
you got a buzz on there.
Oh, there's a buzz
You got a
going.
buzz on, buddy.
So yeah, but this, Captain, I'll send you a 6-pack of this stuff. The devil can drink it together on a show.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh man! But then also I'm adding this into it. So
Oh yeah. How many shots did you have, bud?
See, we're not counting the
3
shots.
shots and 3 beers. Yeah, I would be, well on my way to doing one of these.
you don't see me after the show, do you? There's a couch over there calling my name.
I wish I had a couch. I don't.
I don't have a couch.
Well,
Well,
if I
your
didn't have a
apartment's probably-
couch, there'd be a floor over there calling my name.
No, in this, I haven't had a couch for over 5 years
Dang.
because I just haven't. I live on the 3rd floor. I can't find a chump to drag one up here.
You get you dizzy. You dizzy will carry one up there for you.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, do you remember that video? He was hauling those file cabinets.
Break somebody up there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
all right, we're gonna call it. We're going on 2 hours.
All right.
yeah.
Later, everybody.
All right, Tom.
All right.
Thank you,
I
man.
want to
Later,
thank
Anthony.
everybody, Gaffa,
Yep.
Martin,
Later, Dave.
and Doug. He's
Later.
already over on Hazy's show.
Yep.
And
Oh, yeah.
everybody
Yeah, I'm
else,
gonna go over there.
Captain Jerk, Anthony.
Later.
Thanks for having me up, Tom.
All
Have a
right,
good night, buddy.
Later.
everybody. See you next Friday.
We'll see you, fellas.
Peace.